that voice became haunting. When I was younger, I could get away from it a little bit.
Right.
When it becomes something that steady just pecks at you all day long, no matter what you're doing. Like if I was talking to you back then, I was 300 pounds.
Sure.
I could be talking to you in this voice at the same time, like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? You're a loser. Where you going, man? This is what you can do your whole life.
Right.
So it'd be talking to me as I'm talking to everybody.
Right.
It was almost like I had two people.
Right.
And I'm like, good God, just shut up.
Right.
Just
Right.
I
Sure.
want to be comfortable. I want to be left alone. Like I don't want to face all these things that life gave me.
So you got to a point where you were sick and tired of hearing that voice.
I was sick and tired of not facing the fact that I've allowed life to make me feel like a loser.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us allow life to do that, and we accept it. And a lot of us talk about how we believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in something higher than us.
Yeah.
If that is truth, you won't allow yourself to feel that way.
That's absolutely right.
A lot of people don't understand that. If you really believe, God did not put you on earth to be nothing.
That's right.
And the thing that scares me the most is that 300-pound man is the same person that's sitting in front of you today.
Yeah.
I could have lived my whole entire life.
That's right.
My whole entire life. I could have went to heaven being a 297, 350-pound man. And God, so this is how I look at it. God would have looked at me and gave me a chart. I believe that God has a chart of, he knows everything about you. What you're going to do, how long you're going to live. And he would give me a chart and laid it down in front of me when I got to heaven. 7 years old, 350-pound man, making $2,000 a month. He would give me a chart. Now I read this chart, and the chart would have said 195, Navy SEAL, Army Ranger training, honor man, you know, all these different things, pull-up records, 4,030 pull-ups, change people's lives. And I'm like, hey, God, this is not me. It says David Goggins on this chart, but it's not me. My biggest fear in life is that God would have looked at me and said, it was supposed to be. We all leave so much on the table for fear. I had zero self-esteem, and I feared things. I had zero self-confidence, and I was looking for anything I could that I could gravitate to, so it was lying.
Yeah.
But that's when I realized, and it was a long process, that without having self-esteem, you are done.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing you have to have in your life.
What was the moment?
I believe in a higher power. Don't know the name, don't know where it's coming from, don't know anything like that. But I believe that this power, and visualize with me real quick. Let's say it's a man up there or a woman, whatever, and they have a chart. And when you're born, they say David Goggins, born February 17th, 1975 at 6 a.m. They write the chart down because they can see everything. They know exactly what you're fucking supposed to be. They know what you're supposed to be. You die, you go to so-called heaven. You arrive at heaven, I'm 300 pounds. I retired as an Ecolab guy, which is okay, just a job, whatever. I go up there and God looks at me and he shows me my chart. And my chart on there says you were supposed to be a Navy SEAL. You're supposed to weigh 185 pounds. You're supposed to be one of the smartest people on the planet, this, all this. You see this. And now you're in heaven, you made it to heaven, but you're like, God, Doug, I was supposed to live that life. I was supposed to live that life. And then you find out that the reason why, because we all think that if we pray on it, if we do this, if we do that, whatever, if we don't work, we just, whatever, it's going to magically happen for us. No, I believe that when I'm all said and done with, my whole job is to outwork the chart. Whatever the fucking chart says about me, the all-knowing power up there, I want to get up there and say, him look at me and say, I know everything. I didn't fucking see this. I didn't fucking see this. I want to feel that. I want to get to the other end of this fucking world, and however I'm being judged, whoever's judging me, to look at me and say, I did not fucking know. I had you at 185, I had you at this, but all this other shit, I was riding as you were living it. I want to find more. All I can. And in that fucking sack of shit, you have to dive in that to find more. Because if you're not willing to go in there and face yourself, you're not gonna find anything. You can live right here on surface, man, right here on surface. So if there is an ending to this world, and there is somewhere to go, and there's a judgment, you're going to get there and you might see a chart. And that chart may tell you who the fuck you should have been. And now you get the rest of your life to think about that. Man, I could have lived a much better life if I just would have just suffered a little bit more. If I just would have went in that shit and realized I had so much more. But fear and the 40% and living here versus living here, being afraid, stop me. So I'm a big guy in visualizing. I'm a big guy in making a world. It may not exist. To me, it does. To me, it does. And I'm overpowering myself every day. And you got to find tools to do that. That's the tool that I use. So that's what it's all about.
God damn. You said in the book that the only thing to fear is the man staring back at you in the mirror. I thought that was insanely powerful and seems tied to this. Is there something else to that, or is that what you're talking about?
That's all I'm talking about. Like your biggest enemy, the most important conversation you will ever have in your fucking life is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, you go to bed with it. Eventually, you're going to act on it, whether you're good or bad. You have to. That's why the whole thing about this book I have is about you. It is about you. It's strictly about you finding who you are. So many people die, live 100 years, never fucking know who they are. Never know who they are. You have to look in that mirror and know there's so much more in here, man. Because I can literally right now be a 300-pound guy spraying for cockroaches still to this day. If I did not look in that mirror and say, there has to be more to this. This can't be it. And then willing to go into it, dive deep into it, and give all I have to find it. So that's what all that's about. You got to figure out your own personal equation. And once you figure out that equation, you now become a mathematical fucking genius.